Hello and welcome. In this video, we'll be going a bit more in depth into Safetica NXT and more specifically within the data security tab over here on the left. Now to click in, you can go over, of course, and click data security. And this brings us to the overview, policies, and sensitive data. Now, I would like to go over the sensitive data as well as the policies a bit more in depth in this video. Now, firstly, I would like to create a new data policy, and we can see that I have created block outgoing US and Canadian social security numbers. Although before doing this, you would ideally create a new sensitive data category to relate to the policy. Now I have already created this new sensitive data category here, although we can have a look and see how that is set up. So I give it a name as well as a description, and we need to add some sort of definition to that as well. And let's just go through as if I was creating this once again. So let's remove that. And we can see, again, the name. There does need to be a threshold set as well. And we can choose from either our built-in algorithms, some keywords, or regular expressions depending on how you wish to have this set up. In this instance, as I do want to block US and Canadian social security numbers, I have already selected the US social security numbers. And I can go through here and scroll down to, I believe, here it is, the Canadian social security number. And of course, you can keep adding as well, and you can add along with built-in algorithms or switch for also adding something potentially with a keyword or also regular expression and keep going from there. It just depends on how you wish to have it set up. But I like it like this, so we can save that. And also, you can also add multiple definitions here as well. But again, perfectly fine the way it is, so we can save it like this. Now that we have this new data category saved for the US and Canadian social security numbers, we need to make a policy to enact or enforce anything in regards to that. So we can see that I, again, have created something already, although let's go through as if we were creating it again for the first time. So we can see the policy name is block outgoing US and Canadian social security numbers. The risk level is set to high. The action is set to log and block, could also do log and notify or log only, but in this instance, we do want to log and block. Can also choose some specific file categories. But again, in this instance, we just want to block anything and everything in relation to US and Canadian social security numbers, so we can leave that blank. And again, the data category that we would like to pull from. Now, this is the one I just created. Of course, then any others that you would create will show up here. But again, we want to be using this one. We can also choose a specific destination type, but also we want to be blocking anything and everything. So we can just leave that blank. And finally, with the user group as well, you can choose a specific user group or specific users. But again, in this case, want to be blocking any and everything in relation to US and Canadian social security numbers. So I can save that here. And now everything is saved, and now Safetica NXT will be blocking any outgoing US and Canadian social security numbers that will be leaving the endpoints. I hope this video was useful and informative, and hopefully you will come back next time for our next video on Safetica NXT. Have a good one.